YouTube, what is good? It's your boy Andre, Dre Clipper Hands, Dre Morales, whatever you want to call me. But this is my first haircut tutorial on YouTube. So before we get into it, what I wanted to tell you guys is to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, depending on how you feel. Drop a comment and fire emoji, and yeah, just show me some love, cause I'm trying to do something big, you feel me? But without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so to start off right here, I'm just applying my True Barber Velcro strips just to hold up the hair. And honestly, it works way better than clips, because clips, it can get difficult to use. But for this first step, I'm just taking my Andis Slimline Pros and making that first bald line. And I'm dropping it just a little bit towards the back to give it some shape. Because for this particular haircut, I think straight front to back it wouldn't look weird, but dropping it a little bit towards the back just makes it look a little better, you know what I'm saying? And now I grab my Andis shavers, and what this does, it just makes that bald line, it just makes it baby smooth, like to the skin, and just makes that fade pop. Alright, so here I'm going to take my clipper, which is an all magic clip, and I'm going to show you what open means, and that's closed, and this is open on the clipper. And I'm going to go ahead and make this second guideline. And now I'm going to make that guideline just about an inch above that bald line, and that just gives me some room to blend in between those two. And I just think it makes the blend look smoother and spread out, so it's not all bunched up in one spot. Now to get rid of that line that I just made, I'm going to go ahead and open up my clipper in increments, starting from closed and moving my way to all the way open. So I'm going in closed here, and I'm going to open up my clipper slightly and go a little bit more up to the point that I get all the way open, and that line should be blended out, as you can see. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my number 3 guard, and in school they call this thinning, but me, I call it debulking. So I'm taking my 3 guard and just coming off the shape of the head, which is really the parietal ridge of the head. I'm just coming off of that and just clearing room to make it easier to blend. After debulking, I'm just going to grab my number 1 guard, and the clipper is all the way open, and I'm going to make my next guideline, and I'm also going to go up about an inch. Alright, and this is the half guard of the 1/16th, and I'm going with it all the way open to get rid of that line that I just made. And as you can see right here, I close it just slightly just to get rid of that line, because all the way open wasn't getting rid of it as much as I wanted to. So now this right here is my 1.5 guard, and instead of going with it open, I'm going in with it closed. And I'm not really setting a line with this one, I'm just flicking out, which I'm kind of debulking here, but not really, because I'm going into the hair, but I'm also coming out just so I can soften up the hair, because I'm going to go into it with clipper over comb. And the guard I'm going to be using is on my detachables for the clipper over comb, and it's basically what it is a number 1 guard. So you could use the number 1 guard on your clipper and it's going to do the same exact job. I think just detachables cut much cleaner. So So I'm just going into the hair, pulling it out just slightly, and then whatever's sticking out from that comb, I'm just taking it off. And I'm kind of blocking you here just because it's hard to record and do clipper over comb. So if it's hard for you to see, that's my bad, y'all. Now this right here is the most crucial and important part of the haircut. It's also my favorite, and it's detailing, because the first time through on your steps, it's not going to be perfect or exactly how you want it. So I'm just going in and detailing just a little bit, because at the end I'm going to go back and detail again. So let me explain a little bit what detailing is. Detailing is basically going back and cleaning up whatever you missed when you went through your steps the first time. So it's making those dark spots lighter, making the blend look more fluid, and it makes it look more unified, like it goes together. You know what I'm saying? And this still isn't even the last time I go back and detail, because at the end I'm gonna detail the whole haircut when both sides are finished. So and on the opposite side, you're just gonna follow the same exact steps you did on the other side. So I'm gonna start off by making my bald line, hitting it with the shavers, and then going on to that second step. So instead of explaining this entire side all over, what I wanted to do is kind of share, you know, what made me want to make this YouTube video. So, you know, YouTube has always been something that I liked, but especially in my journey to learning how to cut hair, it was a big step in that. So for me, I always had it in the back of my mind that when I learn how to cut hair, I want to give back the same way that I learned, and that is in YouTube. And it's something that I always thought of, but recently I posted on Snapchat and I was like, does anyone have a tripod that I can buy off them that they can give me? So my friend hit me up, he gave it to me, and then I had it for a couple of days. And this particular client that I'm cutting right now, I posted a haircut of him that I did, and it was a high taper, and Barbershop Connect reposted it, and about a month, like a couple weeks later, man, it got up to 4,000 likes, and I was like, man, this is dope. So he came in, got a haircut, and right here he switched it up into like a mid drop fade. So I was like, yo, do you mind if I record a tutorial of your haircut? And he was like, nah, man, feel free, go ahead. So I was like, sweet. So I grabbed my tripod, put my phone on there, and I just recorded step by step. So this is my first video that I've ever made, first edit that I've ever done, YouTube wise. And you know, it might not be the best quality, but man, we're only gonna go up from here. So if you guys enjoy, go comment a fire emoji, go comment this is dope, or something, man, because I'm really trying to do something big with this, give back to my community, give back to the barber industry. You know what I mean? Because it's bigger than me, it's bigger than us, it's bigger than anyone. I just want to give back. So let me know what you guys think. Go to the comments, drop a fire emoji, tell me how I feel about the video. So I'm finishing up my steps, moving my way up to the clipper over comb, and I'm just trying to get through my steps as fast as possible, because again, what really separates your haircut and makes your haircut stand out and actually look good is the detailing portion of it. So that is what I focus on. So what it looks like right now is not what it's gonna look like when it's finished, because I focus more on detailing than the actual steps. So I get through my steps as fast as possible, and then after that I go back and detail that joint. I see some lines here. I think this is my 1.5 close, and I was just taking out some lines. And then right here, I think I'm grabbing my 1 guard, and I'm going back and detailing some more, taking out some dark spots, and just making it look more fluid. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side. And here I'm just applying my Velcro strips to the front of the hairline, because that's where we're moving on to, is the lineup. And right here, I just grab my 1.5 guard and I'm going with the grain. And what this is doing is debulking the hairline. But what it's really called is tapering the hairline. It just lays those stray hairs down and makes the lineup much cleaner, especially when they have a longer hairstyle on top. Now for the lineup, for the most part, I always start in the middle. And I move my way slightly to the left and slightly to the right until that's straight, and then I move on to my corners. And my trimmers are 0 gap, but not to the point where they're flush. They're just enough so they're hitters, but they don't irritate the skin. And it's important not to press hard when you're doing a lineup. And right here, I'm just keeping it as natural as possible. I'm not pushing those corners in, but I'm making that joint crispy. Alright, so now for this part, I know we got some haters on the fibers and the color enhancements, but me personally, man, I love them. So right here, I'm just applying hair fibers, and it's important to make sure when you spray them, they're spread on evenly so they cover it evenly. But right here, I'm just going back and relining those fibers. And what it does is, you can see right here, watch. It just enhances the hairline. It just fills in those light spots, make it darker, and it just instills confidence in the client. Now I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. I'm spreading it evenly, as you can see. Now I'm gonna go in with my trimmers, reline it, and you can see it just hits like butter. It makes that hairline extra crispy and enhances it. But the thing is, I made sure that beforehand, even after he takes a shower and washes that out, that his haircut is still gonna look fresh. It's still gonna look like he has a haircut. It's not just a fake hairline, it's an enhanced hairline. So when he takes a shower, it'll go back to his normal hairline. Now I'm just locking in those fibers with some hairspray. And right here, he felt that burn. It's the price of looking crispy. And I'm blow drying it so it dries. Now this is a must, and it's the straight razor. So I'm gonna go ahead and razor that hairline, just get those stubbles. And it's important to stretch that skin so you're not creating any cuts or incisions, surgery on his forehead. As you can see, this is the finished product. I think it came out crispy. I did the beard, I did his eyebrows. He enjoyed it, I enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. And right here is my Snapchat and my Instagram. So go ahead, just give me a follow and check me out, man. We're going to continue to grow from here. So thank y'all. Peace.